back in my Kappa shirt. We're going to be talking about the open, close book of life that 2020 is as a conjunct eye open in the cam era. Today's Tuesday, the 7th, the day that didn't get split as water for us to land in nuclear containers as form of crystals that came out of the particle sprinkles. Those big halos in the sky that people haven't been explaining very well, but the sky thing is definitely the limit. Know that. So, what's going on? They say on Friday that eclipse for the first full moon in Cancer, one side of the moon is like the camera opening and closing. What happened in those smart things that people were hitchhiking their way in and out of rooms with AI, VR stuff? And boo, I don't think so. God, on Cancer, yes, I sure done did it. Cameras. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed it up, because, they say the end of the ear, the new ear thing that didn't happen, that, are you on a calendar? Where did those days go? Are you dazed? Or do you see it clearly and hear it now? 0 point? Okay, this year ends on a full Cancer moon. So what does that tell you about Friday this week? Was I meek and heard it upside down and got pulled in? That long thing and stretched out wrong? And I don't think so. Somebody might have electric rolled you into some booga idea that free energy wasn't real and that you had to let those guys trick you into elongating the scent. Didn't happen like that. So, what's happening? Some of you all want a real reading. Did you catch this week's strong report for the 6th to the 12th? I'm going to wrap it up for the 13th to the 19th because the pen umbrella wrote itself, and there's a huge amount of microdot psychoactive stuff going on in the state of red. Who? Red? What? NDIA? What happened? Oh, do you mean that we actually landed and that it got crunched and that some of us aren't in these containers and some of us are, and it's like magic birthday. Take a spa bath and know that you are art and that you are loved just the way you are. So, some of us are getting that report. And I'll catch you on the inside of that one. Greetings, Gemini. How's it going? Thank you for being here, for being present. Now let's see what's going on in your reading. Alright, so your card with Shadowscapes. 8 of Wands. Gemini. Who is it? I'm hearing somebody caught your... Ooh, and you were afraid to look. It's like, I can't even really say they caught your eye. It's like, no, I couldn't look at you like that. How sweet is that? Gemini. I hear some of you all fell in love and you couldn't even see it for what it was at the time. It was just too much of something, and it was sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might have happened in a July, is what I'm hearing here. And I'm hearing whoever they are, it's like they're really like a neat dresser, or something about them is very neat, is what I'm hearing. And their appearance or something that they do. And so I'm just hearing it's neat. 8 of Wands. They might have a lot of fire in their chart. I'm hearing Leo here. Maybe it's the 8 and the fire, because, the Wands cards, a lot of times you're dealing with somebody that's going to be Aries, Leo, Sag, somewhere in the sun, the moon, or the rising. And I'm hearing it's like the right kind of material for what it is that you see yourself creating. Because it's like, they're showing this to me, it's like kind of like you've been counting your blessings, or maybe taking account. It could be how you're setting your intentions for whatever new, why, you, year things might be for you, resolutions, whatever. But I'm hearing it's like prayers or something going out and hoping for the return and kind of being like, oh, and not being able to look is what I'm hearing for some of you. Let's see what's going on over here. Because for some of you all, this is return of communication. And for others, it's planning for perhaps a vacation. Well, somebody's been thinking of you. Six of Cups here. I'm getting a strong Gemini vibe here too with you. I don't know. Maybe it's the 6 there. They might be on the cusp of Cancer, perhaps as well. Sometimes these cups are people have a lot of water in their chart. Sun, moon, perhaps rising. Signs, tribes like Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. What it is to go upstream for the difficult part is what I'm hearing. What somebody might have been able to do and why it's like their light, even though it might have been cold somewhere, was a light also that was like a match to you is what I'm hearing. And so for some of you all, this is like the person you're thinking about communicating with, if you haven't communicated with them, has been sending you loving energy somehow, and it's like a return of essence. And I'm hearing for some of you, if you haven't heard from them for a while, they might have moved back home, or they might have moved back somewhere where it felt like they had a family vibe, is what I'm getting here. And so for some of you, it's like, hey, how do I see you again? Or like, how do we get together? And I'm hearing for some of you, I'm hearing August is a good time for some of you. They're saying, you know, maybe sometime between June and August. And so let's see what else is going on here. Center card. Wow, okay, we've got the Lovers again, another Gemini vibe card. Gemini, this is all about you, baby. And for some of y'all, it's like maybe why you couldn't look at them too much. It's like I'm hearing it's like if I did, I might have reached for a kiss that wasn't mine yet. Somebody said that. And that's a 6, and that's a 6 there. For some of you all, 2 6s is going to hold some significance. I'm hearing this has something to do with health with some of you, and for others, it's a little bit about where money comes together with sometimes difficult decisions you might have had to make between, is this an emotional need that I really need to be fulfilling, or is this something that I'm just trying to sedate myself with, let's just say, because sometimes people do that. And I'm hearing there might be some decisions that some of you all have had to reconcile with about what it actually means and how you choose to define it, and where it is you can go deaf playing these games with yourself if you're not also listening to the alignment part of it, and where it feels like a match in your essence, in your resonance. And for some of you, it's just learning where these little lights with them here over their head, kind of like the lights that you were sending out, and that breath, or the things that you were saying that were never misspent, and where it's like a light that kind of came together, and where you might find that there's like a rekindling of something. Some of you all are going to make a very important, powerful decision right now. And for some of you, it's about how the ascension happens with your love interest, and how you might find yourself in a special dynamic relationship where it's like the ascension happens, and it's like it happens because there's a match. 8 is very balanced, and so is 6. It's something that's looking for a resonance with itself. And some of you are going to find that here, especially in the number 14. I'm hearing 14. It's like the 7 that couldn't be divided in water, that matches its own energy, and why the Lovers could show up like this clearly in the center. And this is, major arcana. So I'm hearing for some of you all, this has been something happening on for a while. You might have known this person sometimes a long time. Some of you might think 6 to 8 months is a long time, but I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like 6+ years. Maybe 8 years. It doesn't have to be. It just looks really like a loving energy. And for some of you all, you're being asked to be patient. because it might feel like the time factor, or like when you're tied up or free to be whatever it is that you're looking for, might not be matching your expectations, because the Eight of Wands kind of wants to go for it, you know? Six of Cups is balancing the waters at home. And so there's something about neutrality and finding the mutual balancing point here for this to be a creative synthesis in any way. And the good news is that the Lovers is here to support that. It's just, where's the ebb, where's the flow? Let's see what we can find out from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Gemini. Your card, King of Chalices. And just so you know, I'm hearing for some of you all, this has been you being patient, actually. For others, I mean, this might be what you notice about their energy. You might see them as the King of Chalices, King of Cups. Whether or not they've got that water in their chart, but if they do, they look like they have really claimed that throne in your opinion of them because of where they show up here. Perhaps with you, I'm feeling like this taking care of feeling. And for some of you, this is how you see this. Here, there might be a little bit of an age difference here. And for some of you all, this is about a proposal of something that, if it's not intact with a wedding ring, it's like it's something that's on par for you on that level because of how you're seeing it. Let's see what's going on with them. Gemini. Wow. Okay, so this is a beautiful fire card here too. Three of Wands. This is somebody that might be really interested in different kinds of communication with you. It's, you know, that's physical ties and needing your fingers in my hair and being able to look into your eyes vibes there, as you can see. And it could be speaking to fire energy in their charts or yours perhaps, but the threes are usually where two things come together and create something. It's the birth of something. And so for some of you, what can happen under the auspices of the Lovers and the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands, this is falling in love energy. This is creating works of art. This is learning where fire and water became a form in some cases where children are born, and where it's like being given the endowment and the gift from above. So if that's what you've been praying for, it's an act of love here. And I see it, and it's beautiful. And I wish you the best with that. And I hope it's going well. Because for some of you all, you know, it doesn't look like it was before. I'm hearing for some, it's like somebody might have had to leave somebody behind on this. There might have been a decision about, you know, an ex or, you know, a lover trying to come back, claiming something. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's a lover that didn't even really exist. It's somebody that didn't play the part, that wasn't there. And I'm hearing if it's over here, it's like, oh, I'm getting itchy here. It's like somebody who just didn't know how to come up for air with the person that you're interested in. And it's like, since they heard, like if the person moved like back home or back somewhere, or someplace where they had other friends or networks or jobs and like co-workers that they might have worked with that were interested before, it's like there are people that are getting brave around them, is what it looks like. But there's a but. It's the same two here is what I'm hearing. But it's like, I mean, the hair is different. It's different art in each situation, but it's like, you know, it's these two here going for the same idea. And so I'm hearing some of you all are going to really come to a new understanding of what it is to make a decision that's not just based on logic, and being able to also know when it's okay to make a heart decision that's not just you embellishing yourself, and when certain embellishments are like really the right ones to have. And so for some of you, if it's the return of love in that way, it's looking like a really wonderful, special time. And it's somebody that you would feel comfortable with, like being yourself with, you know, like if they were your real friend, you know? And so wonderful stuff. I'd love to hear how it resonates for you. If it did, Gemini, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. If you feel like this could help somebody, I appreciate you sharing it with them for sure. If you'd like your own reading, hit me up. I can help you and find some answers to difficult situations sometimes, especially if you have details for me to work with, like dates. I can get weird information for you. And hey, if you just want to chat and be part of the growing community, it's a new community here, my Very Fine Martians group on Discord. Love to have you there. If I don't hear from you, just know I love you very much, and take care. We'll catch you again soon. We'll be back for another one. Bye for now, Gemini. Promise that you'll catch